Good morning. This is Pastor Jason of Kona Faith Center with the word for today. The word for today is government. Romans 13 is definitely one of the more difficult chapters in the Bible. Governments exist because God established governments. Be careful not to resist God by resisting government. Play by the rules, obey the laws of the land. This seems pretty straightforward. I grew up in the era of question authority. That means question government, question corporations, question those that are in power at all times. We live in a time when the corruption of government by greedy and power-hungry individuals has hit an all-time low in the history of the United States. Romans 13 says to respect those in authority. How can I respect people who have enriched themselves at the expense of the people they are supposed to be serving? How can I respect people who have broken more laws than the average felon in prison without consequences? In fact, their consequences seem to be wealth and power. How can I respect people who lie continuously, even about things that don't matter? How can I respect people who kill, steal, and destroy others with abandon, without compulsion, without remorse? I can't, but I can respect the office they fill. I can treat people with respect that they do not deserve because the Bible tells me to do so. Overcome evil with good. As disgusted as I am with the people who have been running the country the last several decades, I have to remember that Paul wrote this under the Roman government. The greed, power-hungry machinations of the elite ruling class of our time pale in comparison to the ruling class of the Romans at the time Paul wrote this. The truth of the matter is that without government, anarchy would take over much quicker than most of us believe. I read with regularity that I live in the most corrupt state in the Union. Hard to believe. I don't agree with most of the policies and many of the laws passed with the people who run our state. Yet this is where God has placed me. So what is a person to do? Trust God. Live God's way. Live righteously, meaning play by the rules and laws, even the ones I don't like. The only caveat being rules and laws that are in direct opposition to the word. Abortion comes to mind. Pray. I read someplace, first of all, pray. Pray for all those in authority. Whoa. Vote, which means I must educate myself on the politicians and the issues and support the politicians and issues that align with my biblical worldview. Vote according to biblical principles. Engage others in courteous and respectful dialogue on issues. Get involved in our community in whatever way the Lord is asking me to. Play by the rules even when others don't. I ultimately serve the Lord, not government. Yet government is established by the Lord. And I can live with the understanding that it is the Lord who promises to take care of me. Government promises, but certainly does not deliver. So I must become part of the solution instead of being part of the problem. Instead of complaining, I must speak life and get involved where the Lord's asking me to get involved. Tough word for today, but the word for today is government. God bless. Check in tomorrow.